Alright, we are back with Master Magistrate. If you didn't know, and I don't know how many times I've mentioned it while I was streaming, but I went to Vietnam for 2 weeks. So, yeah. And now, I'm finally back to play more Master Magistrate and actually get into playing these fucking character routes. Well, technically, to start the main three, I guess you could say, with like Rimu, Korme, Sakura, you start off with the epilogue, but yeah. If you can't tell, I am sick. And you know, I want to rest my throat, but the problem is that I ran out of backlog for Master Magistrate, if you couldn't tell. So yeah, can't really, hold off on Master Magistrate, but the grind lives on. So either way, let's get right into it, shall we? With the epilogue. Year 5 of the Orca era, the 11th of June. It has been 2 weeks since we moved to the Minamimachi Magistrate's office. The office is a little far from the dorm, but it's built so much like Nakamachi that we felt at home right away. Also because the artists were too lazy to draw a different background. Everyone fell right into their old roles without a hitch. If there is one change to point out, it's... Yeah, Korme is going to be a little busier, let's just say. Okay, be careful on your way. The fact that Korme goes to the castle once a week. She goes to advise Noritoki and to study how to be a shogun. She's a good girl. She is more than aware that there's no place for her at the castle. But still, she goes every week without fail. Yeah. She said she'll be back tomorrow. Question. If it's something I can help with, I don't mind. Ever since Toyama moved to Minamimachi with us, she's been engaging much more actively with the team. Instead of mulling over things alone, she now comes to ask our opinions. Well, she started doing that around chapter 3, the end of it. Having friends to lean on and friends that depend on you, it gives weight to the answers you give. Unlike before, Toyama has earned the trust of everyone around her. Yeah, and that's why she's 3rd. Right? She went from 99th to 3rd place. I want to leave that incident to you. Can you handle it? I'm Magistrate, and Toyama's my deputy. As a special exception for Minamimachi, Toyama, who is an official magistrate, can still conduct trials. However, that's only the case I give her permission. In the case I give her permission. Will do. I'm counting on you, Toyama. There haven't been any major incidents since the last one. In fact, there hasn't been any case worth mentioning at all. There are plenty of small troubles or little thefts, but nothing like murders. But in terms of our workload, we're completely swamped compared to our time at Nakamachi. Having Toyama here is a huge help. If I tried to handle everything alone, there'd never be enough time. But having 2 people doing the work, it gives us a little breathing room. I guess I'll head back to the dorm for lunch. It's just slightly too far to be comfortable. The distance between Minamimachi and the dorm, it could afford to be closer. You didn't hear that? I'm getting used to it now, but the first month or so was pretty rough.
Oh, Shime! こんなところで何してんだ?
Well, I thought I'd have lunch at the dorm.
もうそんな時間か。朝から忙しくてよ。俺も腹減って死にそうだ。
I'd believe it. Do you want to come with?
そうしたいのは山々だが。
土方何して。で、大岡か。どうした？
I was just on my way to have lunch at the dorm.
そうか。私たちはコソ泥を売っている最中だ。後にしてくれ。
そういうことだから。またな。
私はあちらから回る。土方は反対から行ってくれ。
おう。
Okta and Hijikata go off in separate directions. They've really gotten themselves together. The Shinsengumi managed to survive through that incident and remain unified and active. There was some chatter about who would be the next commander, but they decided on Hijikata within a day. Not a single person was against it. I'm sure he'll do it well, and will be less corrupt than Kondo. Hijikata likes to complain that there's too much paperwork, but he's surprisingly good at the rest of it, like taking care of the soldiers and coordinating with the shogun. Hijikata's fingerprints are all over the organization now. They're straightforward and pleasant to work with. Finally arriving to the dorm, I see Futabate leaving.
お、こりゃ奇遇だ。調子はどうだい、お奉行さん。
Futabate, what were you doing at the dorm?
そりゃ、取材をしたからだよ。
Gathering info. I didn't hear anything about this.
大発明のからくり、今回はいかにってやつさ。
Oh. Rimu's at it again.
積極的に取材に応じてくれるから、俺も記事にしやすくて助かるぜ。
Rimu was always wary of Futabate, but she's recently given in to working with them. She said something about changing the world with her inventions. So how was it? The new invention, that is.
記事をお楽しみに。つうか、本人に直接聞けばいいんじゃねえか？
I mean, I could, but...
といけねえ。次の取材先の時間だった。またな。
Futabate waves his hand, running out without looking back. A busy man as always. After the trial, Futabate worked with Kagetora to nip the public panic in the bud. And this is what was told to the people of Okacho. Takeru Kondo was the ringleader of the conspiracy, and Shimeoka brought justice upon him. That sounds about the case. I thought you would, you know, bring up... I thought you'd say something that would sound a lot more tame to the actual... to what actually happened, but apparently not. Toshikazu Hijikata, Shimeoka's best friend, worked with him to bring Takeru Kondo down and took over as the commander of the Shinsengumi. All evil has now met its downfall. A story much too good to be true, but it's essentially how it went down. So long as we know the truth, that's all we need. I mean, look, Hijikata didn't really play that much of a role, but still, if everyone knew the truth, it would cause chaos. That's why we settled on this version. I'm back.
おかえり。お昼できてるから食べちゃっていいよ。
Thanks.
ちゃちゃっと食べて午後の仕事も頑張るんだよ。
After the incident, We were trying to figure out who to hire to take care of the dorm. But Rumi chirped in that she wanted to do it, and now she takes care of all the cooking and the cleaning and the washing. She's trying to show off her. She wants to show off to Shime that she can be prime wife material. She continues her job as a street cop while doing all the housework. It's really busy, and normally no one would be able to handle it, but I saw Futabate leaving. You gave him another interview?
そうそう。洗濯が楽になるからくり作ってみたの。
It's called a washing machine. Rimu has been turning her mechanical talents to lightening the load of housework. Yeah, she made a Roomba for cleaning, right? She made a washing machine for washing clothes, and she made a microwave for cooking. The dorm has started to fill with strange and unfamiliar contraptions. How was it?
調子は上々。前に作ったものみたいに勢い強すぎて破けたりはしないよ。
Yeah, that last one was pretty bad. Of course, not all her experiments go well. Still, everyone is very thankful for the work Rimu does. If we're being honest, Toyama, Kome, Hijikata, Okuta, and I aren't exactly masters of housework.
記事にしてはもらってるんだけど、誰も興味を示してくれないんだよね。
To people who aren't used to seeing your devices, they seem kind of uncanny.
何を失礼なこと言うのはこの口か。ともかくまずは広く認知させることが大事。
That sound was part of the game. I didn't make that sound. You shouldn't try to cover people's mouths while they're eating.
日常に当たり前のように溶け込むからくり。そこを目指してるんだからね。
Rimu, are you listening to me?
ほら、くっちゃべってないでちゃちゃっと食べる。
Right. Yeah. She made a rice cooker. That's better than a microwave. I bring the rice bowl to my mouth once more. All of them are shaped to perfection. Tight triangles. Angles so sharp I'm worried I might cut myself. Well, I want you to help as Toyama's assistant in the afternoon. Do you mind?
もちろん。コウメちゃんの代わりってことでしょ？
Yeah. I've got my own work to deal with too.
あいよ。そんじゃあ食べ終わった食器は出しといてね。
Yeah, you got it.
ではお先に失礼。行ってくるね。
Be safe. Rue grabs her things and leaves the living room. I should get back to work as soon as I finish eating. I head into the office and glance over the paperwork Kwame has arranged for me. Hijikata and I have taken over the work Kondo used to do. And to be honest, most of it has fallen to me because I handle the administrative side. We've managed to stay on top of things, albeit not always smoothly. A lot of things have changed. There have been some difficulties, but no make-or-break crisis. Everyone has been thinking and finding personal answers, and we're facing the future without letting the past hold us back. Ruma always listens to my worries, and she's becoming a rock that supports the whole group. Toyama has improved as a magistrate, and one day she'll be even better than me. Kome's potential as shogun has done nothing but grow, and soon she'll be leading the country. I wonder why he's focusing on those three in particular. Wink. Everyone is giving it their all. However, in order to create an even better city, in order to create an even better magistrate's office, maybe I should be less aloof and try to get closer with the girls. Especially Here it is. The start of the routes. Now, this is one of those rare instances where... So, if you don't know, how I usually try to format these is that I start from the bottom, right? Best girl, I save for last, which means I start from the bottom. If you've been following my Master Magistrate, my Magical Married Lunatics playthrough, you can see from this chart that I didn't really follow that, I didn't really follow that. Because I started off with Luna's route. Because the rule is broken for my mod, because he is the one who gifts me the game. So obviously I have to start off with the route that he wants me to choose. He wants me to do his best. He wants me to do his favorite girl first, right? Essentially. But this is one of those rare instances where his best girl, Korme, is at the actual bottom of my list. Now look, it's not because I hate her. It's just that the things that Sakura did at the end of the game bumped her up a bit. Unfortunately. Oopsies. But either way, we are starting off with Korme's route. Korme, who holds the two identities of Korme Kawaii and Kananori Ao. If there's no place for her in the castle, then I want to help her make one. So that Kananori Ao can be Korme Kawaii, throw away that fake mask and live genuinely. Like her dad. Is there anything I can do to help? Having finished my filing, I wait for Korme to come home to the dorm. Sorry to call you out the second you got back.
いえ、全然大丈夫です。それよりも私に用途は何でしょうか?
Head. I mean, that's a bit... Not yet. Not yet. I mean, I wanted to know if there's anything I can do to help you. I bring Korme up to speed on what I've been thinking.
そのお気持ちはとっても嬉しいです。ですが、気持ちだけで十分です。
Yeah, you know, Kawaii, this is meant to be an 18... It's meant to be like an 18 plus visual novel, right? There's meant to be an eroge, and obviously there's meant to be a route, so you know, you kind of have to... I kind of have to get to know the girls for me to actually have a route with them, so I'm starting off with you. Well, I thought you'd say that, but even so, you know.
それでもですか?
I want to help you integrate back into the castle if I can.
お城にですか?
It may not be the best way to phrase it, but do you have anyone lending you a hand right now?
それは、のりときおじさまくらいです。
Noritoki. I see.
でも仕方ないんです。あの事件があって、幕府は海を出し尽くしました。今はほとんどまっさらの状態。みんなで試行錯誤しながら、なんとかやっています。
It doesn't just need to be help then. Are there enough people?
では、いくらあっても足りません。むしろ人手不足で。長井の息のかかった者たちを処罰したのですが、おかげさまでたくさんの人が。
It's likely there were over 100 people that go. Fuck. Some were bleeding. Some replaceable, some not. You didn't hear that. The biggest issue is the upper echelon. Discharging all the corrupt ones must have created so many empty seats as to render the shogunate practically toothless. Like the dragon. Even if they were corrupt, they were still essential to keep the government running. If they're not around, and that explains why they're so busy. Then I'll go with you once a week to the castle. That should help things, right?
大変だと思いますよ。
It's all for the pursuit of head, so it's worth it. Minimimachi has Toyama. Even if I'm not around, she can still handle a full docket.
少し考えさせてください。
Sure. You don't need to answer immediately. I'll be here if you ever want to. Once you make up my mind, I'll be here, coughing my lungs out. Oh, never mind. Ikome leaves the office, lost in thought. Did I end up giving her more to worry about instead of helping? But if my offer were more burden than help, surely she would have rejected me right off the bat. Honestly, I already had a plan for what to do if she did. However... Well, the Kwame is back. Can we go with the usual teams?
あいよ、補佐は任せな。構わない。ごめん、よろしく頼む。
すみません、桜お姉様。今日は指名兄様の補佐に回ってもよろしいですか？
What? It's because we're doing her around. It makes sense. It just makes sense.
ほう。
They know. They know.
ダメですか？
I'm okay with it. It's been a year and a few months since Kome joined us as our clerk. It's also the first time. It's also the first time she's ever asked to change who she's working with.
これはこれは。
Don't look at me like that.
まあ、城のことで話があるのだろう。ごめん、私のことは気にするな。
Yeah, a few things changed, like me when I applied the patch.
わがままを言ってすみません。
いや、構わない。リム、早速だがやることがある。ちょっと作戦室まで来てほしい。了解。じゃあ、行ってくるね。
Toyama and Rimu head to the situation room. It's about yesterday, right?
はい。見回りをしながら、ゆっくりお話ししませんか？
Yes, of course. I see. You weren't kidding. Things sound bad at the castle. Just as I thought, the removal of higher officials has left major gaps.
なので、指名兄様の力を全力で貸してください。
Yes, I don't mind at all. But as much as I can give, things sound rough. And that's just how short-handed they are at the moment.
昨晩、よくよく考えたんです。正直なところ、気持ち云々は言ってられない事態なんです。ですので、指名兄様の申し出、嬉しかったです。
Yeah, of course.
でも、指名兄様が想像されるよりも、もっともっと大変だと思います。ですから、すみません。
Got it. Things could be even worse than I assumed.
では、このまま城へ行って、祝詞教授様へ挨拶をお願いします。
Now?
はい。ひとまず、お願いしますね。
Right. Her attitude reversed so quickly. There must not be a moment to lose. Yeah, her name changed too. The situation at the castle can't be good. To come to a place like this on such a normal day. I've had nary a moment to prepare myself, and yet here we are at the castle. I'm just going to have to hold on tight and ride my way through this.
祝詞教授様、 南町奉行が申し上げたいことがあるとわざわざ足を運んでくれました。
久しいのう、王か。金則から聞いておるぞ。よくやっておるとな。
Thank you.
それで話とは何であるか、申してみよ。
If it wouldn't be a bother, I would like to join Kananori on her weekly visit to the castle. If I could be of help, feeble as my assistance may be, I would like to offer my services.
ふむふむ、なるほど。つまりは金則の補佐をやるわけかの。
Yes, and then maybe something else in the future. But, probably shouldn't say that in front of her uncle. Assistant?
はい。なので来週からは大岡使命が私のそば使いになります。
Why are you looking at me like that when you say this? Personal attendant?
はい、わかった。侍従の者にはよから伝えておこう。他には何かあるか？
ありません。大岡もありませんよね。
I mean, no. I can't step in to talk between these two. Into a talk. I imagined I'd be handling some filing or personnel. Oh, wait. Handling some filing or personnel work like that. However, to be a personal attendant, that's...
では、王か。引き続きよろしく頼むぞよ。
Thank you for your kind words. I'll do my best to assist in any manner I can.
では。やることが多くて大変だのう。
Noritoki hurries away from the audience chamber, sighing loudly.
では帰りましょう。大岡、ついてきてください。
Yes. I follow after Kananori. I mean, technically, I follow after Kome, the consummate Kananori, as we depart the castle. That was so sudden, Kananori. I must confess I was shocked.
もう態度も口調も大丈夫ですから。
She's back to being Kome now. Huh? Oh, right. In the castle, I have to be careful of my actions. Both Kome and I are more than aware of that fact. But everywhere else, she can return to herself as Kome. Yeah, she's front-facing now. That's how you can tell it's Kome instead of Kananori. But what exactly does a personal attendant do?
私のそばでいろいろとお手伝いする人です。
You know, attending to her needs. Which kinds of needs? I will leave that to your imagination. At least it's exactly what it sounds like. So a wide variety of things.
はい、それでもすごく助けになります。指名兄様が隣にいるおかげで奉行所と同じようにお仕事ができますから。
I see. Being able to work freely also makes things better for me. And that's not a coincidence. She did that to make my life easier.
はい、頼む側が私で補佐が指名兄様になりますけど。
Please use me as you see fit.
良きに計らえなんて。
Okay. Kome acts as Kananori. Her every word carries all her authority. And when Kome is acting as herself, she speaks as a clerk at the magistrate's office. At the castle, she can order me around, but at the magistrate's office, it's backwards. I expect to be crushingly busy, but somehow I find myself looking forward to it. Kinky. And so, from this week on, I'll be accompanying Kome to the castle.
よろしくお願いします。
I've given the orders. I've given the others a rundown of what was decided.
そうなると、これからは週に1回は一人で町奉行として切り盛りするわけか。
その時の補佐は私になるわけね。
Sorry, it's an update after the fact, but yes, I'll be counting on you two. Don't worry, you two. You'll get your times in the sun, in the. What's the saying? You two will get your time to shine after, okay?
構わない。いい勉強になるだろうからな。
こっちは気にしなくていいよ。それよか、小梅ちゃんをしっかり支えな。
Of course. From tomorrow on, we can go back to the usual pairs. Rumi with me and Kome with Toyama.
はい、わかりました。
勝手に承知。
You're free to go then. Nice work today. So it's been decided. I'll be going to the castle.
ああ、わかった。こっちはなんとかなると思うから、心配しなくていいぜ。
When we get back to the dorm, I explain the situation to Commander Hichikata as well. Sorry to update you after things were decided.
構わんさ。使命なら、なんかそういうこと言い出すかなとは思ってたし。
Really?
奉行所の方は任せろ。それから、小梅ちゃんが金則様だってバレないようにな。
Yes, I've got that. After the incident, the number of people aware of Kome's identity greatly decreased. It's under gag orders at the castle, so there's no one new there. And thanks to Futabate's work in the city, even if it becomes a rumor, he kills it before it picks up any traction. Even if Kome were to confess to being Kananori, no one would believe her. We're more than prepared for that situation. She's not old enough to, have that kind of sway yet. My first day going to the castle has arrived. I mean, actually no, even if she was an adult. I was gonna make the joke that she's 18, guys, don't worry, but yeah, even an 18-year-old wouldn't be able to convince a lot of people. So, my first day going to the castle has arrived. I'm counting on you today, Kome.
はい、よろしくお願いします。
I suppose it's the other way around today.
あ、そうですね。では改めて、今日はよろしく頼む。大岡使命。
Yes, as you command.
こういう冗談、なんだか楽しいです。
寮の前で茶番やってないで、さっさと行かんかい。
では行ってまいります。使命兄様、行きましょう。
Yeah.
小梅ちゃん、なんだか楽しそうだね。
自分の仕事を見てもらい、さらにその手助けをしてくれる。そうなったら誰だって楽しいし、嬉しいだろう。
それもそうだね。おーい、気をつけてね。
待たせましたね、大岡。
I hate how she changes out of a red kimono. I mean, our blue kimono to a red one when she is Kananori. Because, her name is Ao, which is blue, which is it's the word for blue. Once Kome changes into a Kananori outfit, her dignity is palpable. With her like this, I don't need to worry about accidentally calling her Kome instead. That's how respectable she looks.
では金則、これに目を通し署名をするように。
はい、則武おじ様。大岡、それを受け取りなさい。
Yes. I take the tray with the paperwork on it from Noritoki's chamberlain. I wasn't expecting it to be so heavy. If I don't concentrate while carrying it, it could easily fall. Noritoki's chamberlain looks relieved not to be holding it anymore.
王か、書状に目を通すのはここではなく、あちらの間になります。
Yes. This is even harder than I thought.
では頼んだからの。
There's a test. Kananori leads me to a separate room. Unlike the lavishly decorated rooms we had been in, this one is simple and relaxing.
王か、もう良いですよ。
Yes. I put the tray down on the desk, sighing in relief.
ここは私の部屋です。用がない限り、誰も寄ることはありません。
Sounds very convenient. Yes, my lady.
ということなので、普通に戻ります。
Yes, my... What?
もう、中に一重って動きにくくて嫌なんです。もう、まあ。
Kana ume? What? Her change in personality is so quick. I end up mixing her names together.
これだと動きにくいので着替えます。あっち向いててくださいね。
Hold on. What? Here?
誰かすみません、誰か。
Two of the female chamberlains let themselves into the room.
着替えますので、よろしくお願いします。
She's completely different to even herself as Kome. They nod and start to carefully help with her outfit. I'll look this way. Even if I cover my ears, I can hear the moving cloth. The heavy fabrics hit the floor, and I hear the much softer rustling of what must be your usual clothes going on. Should I really still be in this room?
もうこちらを向いてもいいですよ。
Right. When I turned back, she's the usual Kome kawaii.
どうもありがとうございます。
The ladies bow before leaving the room as quietly as they came in. Next time you want to change, I can wait outside.
なんでですか？
I mean, you're changing. You're stripping down with...
別に裸は地上の方々にいつも見られてましたし、何度も。
Yeah, but like, they're girls. And he's a guy. Just because we had an entire trial about how the girls were comfortable enough to be naked, quote unquote. They were in bikini. They were in their underwear. They were comfortable enough to be in their underwear around Hime because he doesn't have the balls to make a move on them. Exactly, but I'm a guy.
だからあちらを向いてもらいました。
But, well, if that's what you want, kind of Kome.
全然構いませんけど。
That's right. Kome didn't mind when I saw her changing that time either. She really seems not to think anything of it. I see. This is why. Fan service. But I still think having me in here is...
お風呂場とかならいいですけど、こういう部屋ではおかしいです。
Yikes. I mean, that is true. She was actually naked. Don't be fooled by the all ages version, because the actual CG is her fucking butt ass naked. Sakura was actually in her underwear, and Rimu was taking her bra off. Does that mean I could stare all I want in the bath? Get your head out of the gutter, Shime.
そんなことよりも、お仕事です、お仕事。
Right. Sorry, I forgot.
この山積みの書状ですが、どれもこれもめちゃくちゃなんです。
Is it really that bad?
内容が全部バラバラなんです。 好き勝手に書かれてるんです。
May I have a look?
はい、見ないとお仕事ができませんからね。
Having permission, I pick up a few tens of pages and start to read. Land, money, authority, social contracts, arbitration. What a diverse set of documents.
ノリト教授様曰く、これをさっと裁けるようになりなさいとのことでして。
But this is a week's worth, right? He wants you to do this in one day.
ちなみに父様は毎日裁いていたとのことです。
Norimune was amazing. Yeah, and he still had time to go out and fucking party and shit. I see why people say he was the greatest shogun in history. You say that like he didn't die like a good 10 years ago or so. Well, no, it wasn't even 10 years ago, it was like a few years ago. To handle this amount every single day, that's quite the feat.
そういうことで、指名兄様はこの書状を項目ごとに分けてください。
Okay, is it okay for me to decide the categories on my own?
はい、それでは私は勉強してきますので、後の処理はお願いします。
Sure. Studying? Wait, what about this?
それは後で全部署名します。今までは朝までかかってましたから。
What?
これでおそらくちゃんと寝られるくらいにはなるかなと。
Leave it to me.
はい、それでは行ってきますね。
Kome leaves, leaving me in the pile of papers. Alright. I pump myself up, reading through each and every paper. If I falls asleep halfway through, damn it, this is never ending. These papers are completely different from the ones at the magistrate's office. Putting the contents aside, they're exceedingly difficult to read. And I can't read, so, you know, I can't tell what they're trying to say at all. And they were written with the utmost effort, not to be rude. But because of that, it takes a long time to figure out what the point is. It's called garbage, the fucking word vomit. Isn't there a way to make this faster? The magistrate's office papers, like reports by the street cops in Shinsengumi, are decided to be simple. We only write what needs to be passed on. Greetings and overly complex wordings aren't allowed. Our writing style has nothing to do with the relationship between the author and the reader. It's all designed to make filing and passing on information efficient for the office and the Shinsengumi. This is completely different. Documents for the eyes of our master the shogun go to great lengths to avoid any chance of offense. They twist and turn in myriad directions, using as much flowery language as possible. This is exhausting. More than half the papers remain.
ただいま戻りました、指名兄様。
Oh, welcome back, Kome.
調子はどうですか？
As you can see, I'm only this far.
それはかなり苦労されてるようですね。
Well, yeah, he's used to efficiency, not fucking word garbage. What? Word vomit. You've been battling this pile of papers every week?
はい。
Her expression enunciates that it's normal. Oh well. I'm really not used to this style of writing.
奉行所のものとは確かにちょっと違いますね。でも、慣れれば簡単です。
I see.
もう、どうするんですか？指名兄様が遅いから全然終わらないですよ。
Even though I'm the one who have offered to help, I'm sorry I'm pathetic.
仕方ないですね。私が手本を示しますね。
That would really help.
いいですか？まずはこの書状から。
And so Kome spends the day explaining how to read through them to me. I was supposed to help, but here I'm making her job harder. But Kome is overjoyed. She goes through the papers with a smile on her face. Am I really helping her like this? You'll be fine. You'll get better. You'll get better the next time.
Asa だよ。寝ぼすけはからくりの餌にしちゃうぞ。
Rimu, but I'm tired, exhausted. The work at the castle yesterday has sucked out all my energy.
おお、珍しいね。土方くんが起きてる。
おはようさん。使命が朝に帰ってきてよ。その物音で起きちまってさ。
It's only been a few minutes since.
なるほど。ってことは今ぐっすり寝てるわけか。寝顔見てみようっと。本当に寝てる？なんか起きてる気がするけど。
I'm sleeping right here. See? Me. I can't do high pitch, okay? I'm sick. What do you expect? Honkshu. I'm sleeping. I'm awake. Just barely though.
辛そうだね。
It hurts. I'm tired.
お城への勤務お疲れ。寝てていいよ。昼になったら起こしてあげるね。
Certified wife material. Okay, Rimu, stop trying to show off stop showing off, okay? We already established you as best girl. You've been battling out with Okta and you won out in the end, okay? So fuck off. Sorry, but please do. Also,
さくらちゃんには私から伝えとくから大丈夫だよ。じゃあおやすみ。
Rimu leaves my womb. Hang on. Leaves my room quietly. Thank you, Rimu. Spoiled by her words, I fall asleep once more.
起きてください。もうお昼過ぎちゃいましたよ。
It's noon already. I open my heavy eyelids and wake.
お目覚め、あまり良くない感じですね。大丈夫ですか？
Kome, thanks for waking. Kome? It was supposed to be Rimu who woke me. Why is Kome...
どうしたんですか？不思議な顔をして。
Oh, it's nothing. I just thought Rimu would wake me.
リム姉様とすれ違いになって頼まれたんです。寝ているようならビシバシ叩いて起こしちゃえだそうで。でも一言目で起きちゃいましたからビシバシできませんでした。
Okay, Dexter. I can... She wasn't like this in the base game. She wasn't like this in the 4 chapters. Bro, this is a new Kome that we have not seen in the base game. This is 18 plus Master Magistrate patch exclusive Kome.
しかし遅くまで手伝ってもらってすみませんでした。
No, that's not something for you to apologize over. I'm the one who wanted to. Last night I ended up taking until morning to organize the papers by myself, partly for the practice. Last night I ended up taking until morning to organize the papers by myself, partly for the practice. I felt bad making her stay with me, so I asked her to sleep first. And I was to return when I finished, but I overestimated my abilities. Still, I never thought it'd be that difficult.
これから少しずつ慣れていけば大丈夫です。それに、わからないところがあれば、私が教えますね。
Yeah, at first, well, I guess I should have expected this. My assumptions were too soft. I thought it would be easy. But now I know what I need to learn. The sophisticated way of writing and the meaning it conceals. You
で
need
は
to,
食事の後は奉行所へ。桜お姉様たちが待っています。
you just need to learn how to wade through the swamp of shit so that you can actually get to the meat of the paper. What am I saying? You need to fucking. He needs to learn how to ignore all of the vomit on the page. Yeah, thank you.
それで大岡は朝までかかったということか。
I don't have any excuse.
構わん。それが小梅の助けになるなら大いに努力し、役に立て。それが使える者の責任だ。
Yeah, I know.
ということで小梅、これからはもっとビシバシやっていい。
もっとビシバシ、指名兄様を鍛えます。
What?
おーい、笑顔が引きつってるぞ。そんなに大変だったの？
No, he just doesn't want to show off how much of a masochist he is. What? I had prepared myself for a certain level of difficulty, and it was about twice as bad.
でも、その方がやりがいはあるんじゃない？こんにゃろうってやる気にもなるし。
Yeah. There's a lot to learn, for me to learn.
久しぶりの本気で勉強ってわけか。
I think it's less about studying and more about experience, trial and error. It's been quite a while since I last sat at my desk mulling over the books like this. Moving on, let me disperse this information about the afternoon work. Rimu, you're my assistant.
あいよ。
Toyama's assistant is Kome, and Hijikata and the rest can handle patrols and reports.
はい、よろしくお願いします、桜お姉様。
ああ、よろしく頼むぞ。
It's just same old. Typical day-to-day begins again. But there's still one thing that's different.
ですから、この言葉をそう捉えてはいけないんです。
I thought it was a nicer way of saying it.
違います。これは優しく見えて、裏には多少なりとも怒りが含まれてます。
I didn't expect Shimei to be taught Keijo from Keigo, from fucking Kome. My apologies. Whenever I have time in the evenings, I have a study session with Kome. But it isn't just the two of us.
なんだ、私を見ても何もはかどらないぞ。
You're just here as eye candy, okay? Yeah, right. Toyama is standing behind me, watching over my shoulder.
この調子です、指名兄様。次の登場までにはある程度できるようになりますよ。
ちなみに勉学は地獄の北町式でやらせてもらう。ビシバシ行くからな。
Got it. I need to learn this quick and get this study session over, or my body will never survive. Time to hunker down. It's time to lock in. Alright. So the assignments are Kome with Toyama, and Rumi with me as always.
はいはーい。いつも通りじゃない人が1名いるんですけど。 日に日にヘロヘロのボロボロになってる人がいるんですけど。
I wonder why. I'm fine. It's okay.
そうだ。これぐらいで値を上げてもらっては困る。
It's been 3 days of hell. Only 3 days. Anyway, my every evening, any waking moment I have, I've been cramming. Kitamachi is too different from Minamimachi. My father always taught things to me, Rimu and Hijikata. My father always taught things to me, Rimu and Hijikata. It was a very free way of learning. Maybe free isn't the right word. You could even call it neglectful. We could do as we pleased. Under my father, if you didn't want to learn, you didn't. If you did, you could advance quickly. That's what it was like.
でもここまで厳しくして大丈夫なんでしょうか。
小梅が気にすることはない。大岡が自分から言い始めたことだ。
Okay, so he is a masochist.
でもびっくりなのはさくらちゃんがなんともないってことだよね。
You've been helping me with my studies, putting in the same hours as me.
これぐらい父上の教えに比べれば甘すぎる。
So, seriously? Kitamachi is that strict?
私は十数年、ほぼあんな感じの毎日だった。なので一言言ってやろう。甘えるな。
Okay, we get it. You were abused by your dad. That doesn't mean... Never mind. So, sorry. Sometimes, when things get tough, it's easy to imagine you have it worse than anyone in the world. In fact, there are many who have things much harder. But it's still more personal when it's me. Could I at least have the mornings to rest on our days off?
ああ
No, it's nothing. Shall we get to work today? Let's go at it.
だいぶやけくそ感が出てるね。
I think the difference here, Sakura, is that you didn't really have any responsibilities those 20 years. Meanwhile, Hime is kind of trying to run a fucking magistrate office. And, you know, help the shogun.
指名兄様、踏ん張り時です。
Let's just say he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders. A lot more than Sakura did when she was studying like hell for 20 years. Somehow, my head is still kind of hazy. I finished with my nightly study session. I'm taking a short break in the living room, but my head is on fire. It feels like my brain itself is boiling.
うっす。最近死んだような目してんな。
Yeah, it's that thing, you know?
勉強だろ？リムから聞いたぜ。アホみたいに頑張ってんだってな。
Toyama's teaching me Kitamachi style, and so it's... yeah.
喋り方もだいぶおかしくなってんな。一度休憩挟んだらどうだ？
No, don't worry, it's hard for me to finish my sentences too. I want to, but Toyama won't let me. You know, every second sentence I have a fucking coughing fit, so...
まあ、あいつはそういう気質だからな。もう逃げ場はないってわけか。
Yep. And I'm the one who asked for this.
ならやるしかねえな。歯食いしばって前に進むしかねえ。
Yeah.
やる気回復してきたか？
Just a bit.
俺はこれからちょっと晩酌するけど、一緒に飲むか？
No, but I'm happy for the invitation. Thanks.
そっか。その意気だ！
Sure thing. My day off. Is there anything wrong with that?
いいえ、全然。あとは読み進める速度さえ上がれば完璧です。
Alright. I'm finally getting the hang of things. It's been 2 days since my whiny breakdown, and I've studied my ass off to get through this. And somehow, by this evening, I've managed to improve quite a bit.
1週間でそれなりにはなったみたいだな。
Thanks to you.
それなりというか、もうこんなにというか。正直、あと1ヶ月はと思ってました。
Gulp. A month of hell week. Well, hell month doesn't exist. That's why we only needed a week. That's why it's hell week. Your teaching has been very thorough.
いいえ、指名兄様の努力の結果です。さすがです。
ならば、もう私は必要ないか？
はい、桜お姉様、手伝ってくれてありがとうございます。
構わん。また何か勉強となったら頼ってくれ。その時はまた同じようにやってやる。
I'll do my best to avoid it.
では、残りわずかな休日を楽しんでくる。
Uyama smiles as she leaves the room. That's when a wave of exhaustion and relief hits me. I'm so tired. You and me both, brother. I collapse on the desk in exhaustion.
指名兄様頑張りましたからね。すごいです。
Well, I was the one who offered. I can't look weak in front of you, Kome.
恥ずかしいところですか？
I need to show off how much of husband material. It'd be lame to give up and say it was too much, right?
でも、そうなってませんよね。かっこよかったですよ、指名兄様。
Yeah, you could say that again. I'm happy to hear you say that.
そんなかっこいい指名兄様にもっと小梅は甘えたいのです。
Excuse me? Kome? Is there something you want to do? Kome fidgets in place, stealing glances at me. Does she want to go take a break at Koshikakean? Don't hold back. You can ask for anything.
はい。じゃあお言葉に甘えて。
My fucking throat. Kome takes a seat between my legs. What?
指名兄様のぬくもりを感じながら、本を読みたいなって。
Don't word it like that. Huh?
ダメでしょうか？この前読んだ本に書いてあったのですが。
I think you read it in a sex book. What?
こうやってぬくもりを感じることがいいんです。相手を信頼し、信用して、とにかくいいことなんです。
I think she read it in a sex book. Her knowledge of ordinary life is apparently mostly from books. This little... how do I put it?
そうなんですね。
Her shoulders drop. She went out of her way to request it, despite her embarrassment. Then... wait. I'm not too sure myself. So, for now, let's give this a try.
はい。ではでは、このままで。
Yeah, let's hope this doesn't escalate into something I can't put on YouTube. What? It's not quite what I thought she'd asked for, but...
へえ、放火町の外にはいろんな鳥さんがいるんですね。ふむ。
I would think so, yes. Kome reads happily in my lap. Maybe for her, sitting on top of me with her favorite book is bliss.
指名兄様、私のためにいろいろと頑張ってくださってありがとうです。
Yeah, thank you.
指名兄様の頭は私と同じで真っ白ですね。
And that's why they have white hair, because it's symbolic. It's emblematic. It's symbolism, right? The head empty. Well, we are siblings.
そうですね。兄弟でしたからね。でも今は違いますから問題ないはずです。
No problem.
スキンシップは恋人同士がやることと小説には書いてましたから。
Oh, so she knew what kind of book it was.
妹がこんなことしてたら変じゃないですか。
At least she's aware of that. Yeah, I suppose so.
でもこうしていられる時が一番幸せです。
As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
指名兄様、ありがとうです。
Kome continues to read in my lap as she says this, and I sit stuck still, unsure of what I should do next. But Kome is having fun. I'll stay like this for now.